Virgo Nation, welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is well. This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have prominent Virgo in your chart. If you happen to be cross-watching for a Virgo, welcome to my channel. Let's get right into this. Let's see what's going on for the Virgo Nation. Let me offer you a trigger warning, Virgo Nation. Let me let you in on the fact that there might be some sensitive subject matter that is discussed in this reading. And if you feel like you're not in the headspace to maybe hear about sensitive subjects, here's your opportunity to click off. Otherwise, let's dive right into this for this Virgo Nation. Maybe some of you are dealing with Scorpios. Some of you, I think, Virgo, I think you have a pet, or maybe you're a dog lover. Maybe your dog is your best friend. Scorpio, there's a Scorpio and there's a Capricorn that are relevant in your situation, as well as a Libra. Who am I reading for? Virgo. You might be on the Virgo Libra cusp. You could be dealing with a Libra Scorpio cusp, but definitely a Capricorn. You got a hypocritical person. Okay, you see this hypocrite. You have this person in your energy, or this could be the way somebody might be feeling about you, Virgo. Could be that Scorpio, that Libra, or that Capricorn that could feel that way. I also feel like maybe it's your kids. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like there could be somebody that could be watching you. Maybe even following you, stalking you, acting like they're not watching you, but they obviously are, and you might even know about it. Chances are you already do. I think you have somebody that admires you, but acts like they don't. And I also feel like there could be a mature, an older person. It could be a father figure that maybe works in construction, possibly. I think that this person, I think you have a secret admirer. I think somebody is admiring you secretly, and it might be an Aries that we're talking about that's acting like they're not watching you, right? They don't see you, they don't know you, right? But they're watching you. It could be on social media. This could be you. You have a lot of eyeballs on you, Virgo. That's what this feels like. Maybe you feel like, I don't know, maybe you are on social media, possibly. Maybe you're getting, there's a lot of eyes watching you because maybe you're getting a lot of recognition. I'm talking about a stalker, right? Because it feels like you're being chased. Okay, I mentioned you're being watched. I don't know. This could be that maybe you might be running away from something. Maybe this week something has you feeling like you want to run away, you want to hide, you want to escape. This could be somebody escaping responsibility, evading responsibility. This could even be somebody hiding from painful feelings about something. Maybe you're concealing your feelings, possibly. Or somebody could be concealing their feelings about you. Somebody has some hurt feelings, and maybe somebody doesn't want somebody to know or want these feelings revealed. They don't want their feelings put out on Front Street. So somebody might be hiding from you because they don't want you to know what's really going on with them. This could be a writer, a poet. Maybe you are a songwriter. Maybe this is a week where you're feeling particularly inspired to write something. There could be a lot of your confidence is shot in some type of way. There could be a lot of pressure on you imposed by other people, Virgo. Maybe even by yourself. Maybe you're imposing this pressure on yourself. I think that there could be an issue that you're avoiding dealing with. And I think that if there's something that you're running away from, it's going to be, you might end up having a recurring issue on your hands. I promise you, something's going to be revealed. You might have a situation that's going on that could be hard for you to interpret. Maybe there's a language barrier between you and someone. Maybe it's difficult for you to understand. And it doesn't have to be like a literal language barrier where you speak a different language, but it could be maybe you have a different way of conveying yourself, different way of expressing yourself than somebody else, and that could be creating friction. There could definitely be misunderstandings. I see conflict, but I mostly see conflict because of deception. And so this is definitely your week, Virgo Nation, where your guides are saying your discernment is going to be the most useful thing. Your discernment, your intuition may be the very thing that reveals something about somebody's shady character. Because I feel like you have what am I trying to say? A sketchy person around you, or a deceptive person. And this is the person that's watching you. You might be traveling. Maybe you might be wanting to go on a getaway. Or like I said, you're avoiding something, avoiding your emotions. Because I feel like something this week can really have you feeling very emotional. We talked about running from feelings. And we definitely talked about an Aries. And we're definitely talking about a Leo or a Pisces. Who am I reading for? This is Virgo. You might be dealing, did I say you're on the Leo Virgo cusp? Some of you, somebody's looking for you. Somebody's on the hunt for you. On the hunt for information. But this is, somebody's hunting you down. I just said it, right? You might have a stalker. Hunting for information, trying to trick you into giving this information, trying to get you to give up this information. Let's see what's really going on, Leo. Virgo, I'm reading for Virgo. Like I said, either you're on the cusp or this is talking about a Leo that you're dealing with. You got some thirsty. These are the people that have eyeballs on you, that are hunting you down. Thirsty. Thirsty for information. Nosy as hell. I don't know why yet. It could be because of your confidence. It could be because of jealousy. We're going to get to the bottom of it to figure out what this person wants. You might be feeling kind of sick this week, Virgo. Or your kids might. You might be having an earache. Or you might feel like you're coming down with something. You might have a cough, Virgo. I think you might be stressed out about something, maybe particularly sleepy, really thoughtful, really in your head, but also feeling sad about something. Worried. And I think you might be having a bit of a stomach ache. I want to see what's going on for the Virgo Nation. You might be posting a lot online as well. Or like I said, this person that you're watching might be posting more than usual, and that might be grabbing your attention. This might have something to do with an Aquarius. Definitely feel like somebody might be playing peacemaker this week. You have some trust issues, and rightfully so. So we talked about this whole thing about discernment and somebody around you being a bit deceptive, a bit sketchy, and a bit jealous. You definitely have some jealousy going on around you. I don't know if this is something that you're worried about. I think you're actually tired of it. This could be you, Virgo, dishing out the jealousy and the gossip and the pettiness. Or this is going on with you. I think you might be keeping your distance from somebody and maybe not talking to somebody. Or Virgo, maybe somebody feels like you don't want to communicate, that you might be a bit stubborn. This could be a Taurus or a Capricorn that we're talking about. The point is, yeah, I don't know, Virgo, they might feel like it's you. Or like I said, it could be being done to you. Maybe you might be making peace with somebody. You might be finding a way to work together with somebody. I don't know how you... Yeah. Thank you, spirit guides. Peace. I think you might be making peace with somebody. Bear with me. I'm trying to see what's going on. Somebody wants to come in and make peace with you. But I think you might be surrounded by some greedy and selfish people. So I think it might be difficult for you to trust this offer that's coming in from somebody. Are you a performer? Because I think that you could be, possibly. You might do something online. Somebody's definitely coming to see you. Or you might have it on your mind to go and see somebody. I think that there's something that you want to say to somebody. I think you do want to make peace with someone or more than one person. But I don't, again, it could be your brother. I don't think you trust someone. And I think it might be a Scorpio. Virgo, are you having issues with your family members? I think that you feel like, I think you know who this person is, and I think that you doubt that somebody's going to change. I think that you have absolute doubt and confidence that they're going to change their ways. If this is you, there's something about yourself or a situation that you want to change. Your guides are definitely calling your attention to this. Because it definitely feels like there's a huge lesson that your guides are trying to get you to see this weekly. Virgo. Libra Virgo might be who I'm talking to. Or I'm talking to a Virgo about a Libra. Like I said, you have both signs in your chart. Something is meant for you to change. Yeah, that's what I mean. You are worried that somebody's sick. Somebody around you is. Like I said, it could be your kids. There's something that's really on your mind, you or someone. I think you're suffering in silence. I think that there's something that you want to say, but you're not saying it. And I also think that somebody might have the wrong impression of you. That could be why there's conflict and jealousy and gossip and somebody running their mouth. Somebody might think that you are doing something, Virgo, that you're actually not doing, but I mean, chances are that might really be happening. Or like I said, this is fake gossip, fake news that somebody's putting out there about you and it's not even real. Because they, like I said, have the wrong impression here once again as a Scorpio. There might be a confrontation. Communication, dialogue might open up between you and this person. It might be kind of forced. Some of you might be deciding to do it on your own. I think it's because you're tired of waiting for somebody to get in touch with you. Especially if this has something to do with a place that you've applied for or you're waiting for a house to sell. I think you might be getting the news that your house is, you might be getting an offer or somebody might be putting an offer on a house. Or this could definitely be you putting in an application, getting approved for some type of a loan, a home loan. Because it looks like somebody might be loaning you some money. You might be loaning some money out, Virgo. Maybe you feel like somebody's dodging paying you what they owe you. Some of you, you're waiting for a job. Or you're waiting for some money to come in. And this week, I feel like you might be getting the money that you need. Yeah, there is somebody coming in to make peace with you. And you do have some good news coming in. Like I said about a home, a sale of a home, it works out for you. You might be moving soon. You might be packing pretty soon. Or this is you moving this week. Some of you might be going to see your children. Or getting in touch with the mother of your children. This might be something you don't want to do. You might feel like circumstances kind of force you to. I think there's like an apology that you don't want to give to somebody. Did I say somebody's looking for you? Yeah, I think you might be helping somebody out. And somebody owes you money. I think they might be paying you back. They might be paying you back in increments. but they are. Once again, you have a Scorpio. But I really feel like this is an enemy of yours. I think somebody might be lurking around. We're going to see what's going on with that. This is Virgo? Somebody cheating? Seven of Swords is right beneath it. Deception. We talked about using your discernment. And we definitely talked about somebody somebody thinks that they're slick. If this see, somebody trying to pull the wool over your eyes, Virgo, or there's something you don't want to see about a situation. Okay? I think you're going to see it this week. There could be something posted online, or there's something that is said to you that reveals this information to you. Or this is definitely your guides trying to intentionally reveal something to you via your intuition, because I promise you somebody does not want you to see something. Some of you might feel like you're stuck in a situation because you have kids with somebody, or you share assets with them and you really don't want to be with them. I think this might be the week where you might be breaking things off. This could definitely be that somebody has a kid but does not want to pay. I did tell you somebody's trying to dodge something. It could be financial payments. It could be some type of responsibility for a kid or a set of kids. And I will say that I feel like somebody might have kids in multiple households. Somebody doesn't want to be responsible for a child, or they want to play like they don't have money when they really do. But they might be being very irresponsible with their money, the way that they're spending it. Somebody has some really bad spending habits. Virgo, your energy comes up so heavily in this reading. Some of you, this is a Virgo to Virgo relationship. You are Virgo and you're dealing with another Virgo. You might be feeling tired. You might need to get some sleep this week, Virgo. I think that there is somebody that you're mad at. You're angry with this person. Chances are you might think somebody's a hypocrite and they think that you are too. Or vice versa. You might feel like this person is just like you. Maybe you're angry with your kid because they act just like you. Anyway, this week, I think that you might be fighting for something that you care about. I think you might be making one step at a time with something here. And I think that you might feel wronged. I think you might possibly be feeling attacked. And I think, honestly, this week, Virgo, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And this is definitely a time to say what you mean and not really mince words, because it feels like somebody could really get their feelings hurt this week if you're not honest about what you feel, or you say something and that's not really what you mean. So this is definitely a week, just like any week, of course, to think before you speak and put space between your thoughts and your words. I think that there is somebody that maybe you wish would see change, but maybe you feel like they're very superficial. Maybe you feel like somebody wants to keep up with the Joneses. They care too much about outward appearances. And maybe there's somebody that you wish would do the inner work, or maybe they feel this way about you. This could definitely be your own father, because it does feel like, Virgo Nation, you could be surrounded this week by negativity. This could be negativity on the job, just like I spoke about. It could be your boss. And I definitely feel like something could be getting old. For some of you, what could be getting old is a lot of worry and anxiety. What are you worried about? Some of you, you're worried about what everybody thinks. Some of you are worried about an argument with a partner, because it feels like there's a partner that might want your attention this week, and maybe they feel like they can't get your attention in any other way except for to start a fight with you. You're suspicious of somebody. I feel like you're going to be going to look for information. You're going to be hunting this information down, possibly online, looking through somebody's info, looking through somebody's records. So your safety might feel like it's a bit compromised this week. credit. You have a credit card. Quicksilver. You have a Capital One card. You want to be mindful of credit card fraud, especially online. Maybe that's what you're applying for. Maybe you're applying for credit. I did talk about a home loan or a sale of a home. Maybe you're thinking about buying a car. Or I did talk about, moving. Did I say that you might be getting a job? Because this could definitely be like a lengthy background check. Okay, so somebody's trying to stop you from being on target, or this is how you feel. We talked about jealousy. Okay, let's talk about that. I guess that's going to be something that's like really relevant. Somebody doesn't want you to have any type of movement because it looks like you have some type of a goal here that maybe you're working towards. Somebody may not want you to literally move out. Yeah, that's what this is. Somebody doesn't want you to move out. Somebody doesn't want you to leave. It could be a job, because maybe some of you are thinking about leaving a job for sure. Or like I said, you're ready for some type of change. You're ready to leave your residence. And I think somebody's trying to prevent you from being able to move. Unless this is a credit issue, a financial issue that's delaying something with moving, or somebody gets the upper hand. I don't know, like with a financial situation. Maybe this has something to do with a roommate. Either way, even though maybe you're having some issues with being able to move, I think you're going to be making some wise choices here. And I think you're going to be able to find a way to move. Maybe that's what you're worried about. Maybe that's what you're having anxiety about. Maybe that somebody's after your money. Definitely a week where you may need to get some rest. And this is definitely a week where I feel like you're going to be finding out about, luck is definitely on your side with a financial situation. Okay, if you're finding a way to like get through something or tough something out financially, it looks like you're able to find a solution. I think you might be having some tooth pain, or you may need to get to the dentist this week. If you're procrastinating, you might want to jump on something here. You don't want to put something behind because it feels like there's already some delays that you're dealing with, and you putting something off or procrastinating on something, it's only going to make it worse here, Virgo. So I think you definitely want to be on top of a goal. You want to find a way to move forward, even though it feels like there's a lot of distractions. I think you're going to find a way to get your footing and some forward momentum with something. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of joy, a lot of happiness on the other side of something. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody that's very strong-willed, wants to do everything their way. Stubborn. You're dealing with a very stubborn individual, or somebody feels this way about you. And like I said, it might be your boss. You might have some tension, some pushback with an employee of yours or a coworker. Possibly even with a friendship. That could be where there's some tension. Oh yeah, somebody's not listening to you in a relationship. Somebody doesn't feel heard. This could be where you might be feeling irritated and you might be feeling trapped. You might be feeling trapped in your four walls or trapped in your circumstance in some type of way. Again, I feel like you're going to be finding a way to get a resolution to something. You're going somewhere I think because it looks like you're going to a celebration. Did I say Libra? It's Libra season. So maybe you are going to a birthday party. Your health is going to be a relevant thing. I think it's more so your mental health. Or like I said, it's the health of somebody around you. You're coming down with something, or somebody you're coming out of an illness. Expect some pettiness. We talked about that, some drama in the background. I think you might be cutting somebody off, especially somebody on social media. That might be where you might be noticing some harassment. Yeah, you do want to get some rest because it feels like you're close to being burnt out. Burnout is just a real thing here. Yeah, there's some pettiness in the background. It does feel like there's somebody that's trying to knock you down, or maybe lately you feeling like life is locking you down. Is somebody on lockdown? Somebody in jail possibly? You might be hearing about that this week. I think that there's some wounds that you might need to address this week, Virgo. Maybe some pains. This could be literal pains. But I think this is more so emotional. Something's going to cause you to go deep and have to deal with some really raw, real, deep emotion that maybe you've been, again, avoiding. You maybe have not been wanting to deal with that. It might be about somebody's death. Did you lose somebody? Or maybe you might have like a near-death experience and very eye-opening situation that might cause you to really look into your health. I don't know what that's about. I think you might be waiting to hear from somebody that might be in jail. This is you feeling stuck at home, feeling like you can't get out of your four walls. But you're really preoccupied about something. It could be a letter. Maybe you're waiting for a package, a letter to come through, or some type of information to come through. It feels like it arrives for you this week. You definitely have a lot of protection. Or this is you maybe setting up an altar, asking your angels for some type of help or guidance with something. Because I definitely see where you're being protected from some type of harm. Somebody doesn't want to face the truth about something, whether it's you or them. Somebody's plotting against you in some type of way this week too, Virgo. Somebody might feel like you have done something against them, and here they are coming for drama. Bringing drama to your situation. They want some type of payback. Yeah, you might be really angry, really hurt this week. And I think you are. You're going to find a way to calm your nerves, Virgo, because it looks like maybe, did I say something about getting away? Because I think you might want to go on maybe a little staycation, and I think you might be going someplace that brings you peace. It could be a body of water. It could be wherever, but I think there's just a need to get away from home. Again, wherever it is that you live, I think you're looking for a change of scenery. You might be traveling, going someplace. And I think you might have some money in your pocket to be able to do that. Something pops up this week financially for you that affords you an opportunity to do something different. What's going on, Holy Spirit, for Virgo? Yeah, I think you might be getting a second opinion about something. It could be a second opinion about a health situation. It could be a second opinion about someone. You might be confiding in somebody that has been in your shoes. I gotta say this. There's somebody that's health who's not improving. It could be you. Like I said, that could be what prompts you to go to the doctor. I think you might be hearing from somebody that is distant from you, physically distant from you. It could be an ex. Oh, single. Some of you, I think you might be meeting somebody new. Okay, you could definitely be getting back into the dating world. That could be when I was saying you might be reaching out to somebody who has been in a similar situation than you, or you're coming up with some type of a solution. Rather than worrying, it feels like your guides want you to. We talked about that just a moment ago, where you're talking to your angels, you're talking to your guides, you're asking God about something, advice about something that maybe you're trying to figure out. I think that your guides, your spiritual team, is going to be giving you a lot of support. I think that this is definitely a week where your guides are going to be putting the right people at the right time in your pathway. This could definitely be you, maybe, I'm hearing Eligua. What am I doing? What is this called? A road opener spell. You have somebody from the afterlife. This is what this feels like. That's really reaching out to you this week. Did you lose your father? An uncle? Because it looks like you're really hurt over something. Unless you have a physical injury, or unless somebody get murdered. Okay, somebody is trying to get more information on you, or this is you maybe going to get more information about a court situation, a legal situation, because it looks like something is burdening you. This could be the court. Maybe you're getting more information about a legal issue, or something kind of forces you to look into something having to do with your work or with a court situation. I think you're going to figure out what's blocking you from moving forward too. Something is keeping you from moving forward with something. Work is going to be a central focus for you. Or we talked about some gossip going on at work, some negative energy being thrown around at work in particular. It feels like that's who's blocking you. That's who's trying to keep you from moving forward. You have some opposition, some people that are going to be possibly heavily critical on you. And this might be what's really on your mind, but no doubt you have an enemy. And I just want to say, be careful because you do have somebody that's watching you, looking for you. This could be somebody trying to do some type of bodily harm to you, but no doubt you have an enemy. That's what I mean. Somebody's hunting somebody down here. Somebody doesn't have good intentions for you. Okay? Be mindful of what's in your environment, who's in your environment. Okay? I feel like you have an enemy. I feel like you have somebody that's watching you, and I think that you have somebody that wants to see you hurt, physically or emotionally. But for some reason, I feel like this is related to work, for sure. It looks like you're really preoccupied about something. And you have a lot of overload, burnt out about stuff, and this is why your guides are telling you to take some time away from your regular everyday thing to clear your mind. It's going to make a world of difference, even though you may feel like it isn't, or that it's something that's minor. I think you might be negotiating something in court too. And be careful about lust. I don't know, somebody might be very attracted to you this week. You could really be, I don't think you're making a connection. I think this is like a one-night stand. This doesn't look like a good thing though. Something might look good at first, okay? You might be attracted to somebody. You might be tempted to sleep with them, but I think there might be some regret about that. You know, make sure somebody doesn't have an STD. Make sure that you wrap it up. Somebody could be a part of the LGBTQ community as well, and maybe they didn't tell you. This is what's going on in a marriage, or like I said, a love relationship, because I just saw a card here that said spouse. So this could be a situation where you find out that your spouse has been cheating on you. Holy Spirit, show me. There's somebody that's ill around you. I mentioned a mother. No, I didn't. I'm mentioning a mother now. Meditation. Did I mention going to a body of water? I think that you might be going to the ocean, or you're going through some type of spiritual cleanse. If you do have a court situation, this might be something that you're dreading, but it actually works out in your favor here. With work, did I talk about a promotion? I think so. Okay, Holy Spirit. In closing, what do you have for the Virgo Nation? Yep. There's an opportunity that comes in for you. Or there's a conversation, an opportunity to communicate with someone. Maybe you feel like something is a no and it actually is a yes. Or maybe somebody refuses to communicate with you. And maybe this is what's causing you to feel frustrated, is that somebody won't get in touch with you. You might be able to come to a compromise with someone, or agree to disagree with something that's going on. And emotionally, again, I feel like there's something here, some type of emotional cleanse that maybe you're going through. You've been avoiding some emotions. Maybe you haven't allowed your emotions to flow or cry. You haven't allowed yourself to cry. I think that this is going to be a very cathartic week for you, where you're able to let go. You might need to drink some more water too. Yeah, I think you might be able to come to a resolution with something, with someone, something, a court matter, whatever the case is. I think you might be able to come to a compromise, agree to disagree about some things. And if there is something that you need, once again, your spiritual support team is there at your beck and call. They're saying, ask and you shall receive, Virgo Nation. Yeah. If somebody is avoiding communicating with you, but that's what I mean. There is a need to communicate clearly. Say what you really mean. And if it's no, then make it very clear that that's what you mean. Let your yes mean yes and your no mean no in your situation. You may need to put down a firm boundary, and you may need some time to think something over. I think that your guides are going to say, I think that they don't want you to be hasty about something. I think that they want you to take your time making a particular decision here. Some type of decision that you make actually brings you some type of freedom. Let's backtrack for a minute, because you have some type of document that I feel like you might be signing, some type of contract. You definitely want to look this over before you really put your name on it, before you bind yourself into something here. I'll just put it that way, especially if this has something to do with a purchase of a vehicle. Yeah. You're putting your signature on something. Look it over. Yeah, you're definitely getting some type of blessing this week, Virgo. Or cross watcher. Or this is you being very grateful for maybe somebody that did pass on, because maybe they have taught you some type of a life lesson, a very strong, valuable one. Virgo, this concludes your 7-day forecast with angelic ascensions. If you found that this reading was helpful, thumbs up this video. Consider subbing to my channel. If you do decide to sub to my channel, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you don't miss an upload whenever I upload video for a sign that you're cross-watching for, or your own sign, or whenever I go live. Thank you, Virgo Nation, for tuning in this week. Have a peaceful, loving, restful week, Virgo. I'll see y'all next week. Peace out, Virgo.